Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for this video I'm going to be working on the song 8 Days a Week. We got that nice intro. Now you notice how I don't have a lot of availability of my fretboard because I don't have a cutaway. This is just the guitar that I've always picked up since I first started. It is my go-to, but there are definitely easier guitars to work with. If you're playing on an electric guitar, very much ideal to do that way. So the riff in the intro and outro, these are triads. They come from the full bar chord, but I'm not going to go into all the details about that. Just wanted to throw that out there. So I am on string 2, fret 10, which is the B string, fret 10. Then my middle finger comes to the G string, fret 11, and my ring finger goes to the 12th fret of the D string, which is string 4. So I'm on, again, string 2, 3, and 4 on frets 10, 11, and 12. And when they play that, you'll hear me go. So that sound, that's my pinky coming down on string 2, or the B string, to the 12th fret. Then I move everything up 1, 2 frets. So now I'm still on the same strings, but I'm on fret 12, 13, and 14 on the same strings. It's a tough spot for me to get this cleanly. And still, pinky is coming down on that same string, just like it was before. But now that I'm on fret 12 with my index finger, my pinky comes down on fret 14 on the B string, or string number 2. And just, I didn't mention it before, but the only strings that I'm really hitting are from string 4, the D string, all the way down. So those 4 strings. And then I move up 3 frets. So now I'm on the same strings again, but I'm on fret 15 for the string number 2, or B string. Then on string 3, the G string, fret 16, and then the D string, which is string 4. And that is 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 17. And then I stick my pinky on 17 of string 2, the B string, there. Explaining it seems to make it more confusing than just seeing what's happening. But that's just mimicking the D chord to the E chord to a G chord. And then it goes back to D. So that's the intro and the outro. After that, the main riff is D to an E7 to a G, back to D. So a few things that I'll make mention of, and I'm not going to go into detail about the strumming pattern. It is just like the Love Me Do strumming pattern. If you saw my video about Love Me Do, you can relate the two strumming patterns. It's based off of 4 beats, just like Love Me Do, and they use that very universal strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, through most of their songs. But in the particular, this one, works beautifully. And a couple of things that I'll note. When I'm playing my D chord, I clean it up by getting my thumb up here. I'm not up here like this. I'm just barely touching the string, so it cleans it up. Mutes that E string so that I can get a nice sounding D chord without making it sound a little awkward. But you don't want to sacrifice the other side of the fretboard where your fingers are fretting, because a lot of people will try to do that and then their ring finger ends up muting the bottom E string. If your hand's not quite big enough to do what I'm doing right here, then you just kind of teach yourself to strum without hitting that E string as much as you can. And then we go to the E7. So we have the D to an E7 to a G back to D, and they repeat that a few times. Next we go to I guess you might call it a pre-chorus, or it is a chorus. It's really hard to say exactly what it is, but they go to the B minor. So this is a bar chord, and what I'm doing with this one, it's like I'm playing an A minor with these 3 fingers. Then I move it up 2 frets, bar across the 2nd fret. 1 or 2 things to take in mind. My thumb is pretty low behind the neck. Some people have their thumb way up here. That's not a good idea. It's going to end up making this finger bend a bit, or it's going to at least make your bar weak. So I pull my thumb way down like this, and as I do that, my thumb is really, really low behind the neck, and it makes all of my bar chords better. They're stronger, and I'm also tight against that fret. And also, because this is a B minor, the root note is on the A string, or the string number 5. So I'm not placing my finger way above. By that I mean I'm not letting it hang over the E string. I'm actually pulling it back so that it is touching the E string and muting it. That's how I operate with my bar chords. So we have our B minor, and you could either go to the G this way. It will be difficult for people who are newer, because coming from a bar chord to an open chord, your hand is just so tensed up from being in a bar chord that it might actually be easier for you to go to this bar chord G, which is an E pattern. So E pattern, just like the E chord here, and bring it down so that these 2 fingers, the ring and pinky, are on the 5th frets, and then I bar similarly as I did with B minor. I bar across the 3rd fret. This time I'm coming all the way up to get that G on the 3rd fret of the E string. But notice my finger is not way over. It's only enough that it frets that E string, and then it's more comfortably across the entire 3rd fret. You got B minor to a G, B minor again to a E. So there's a speed factor going on in here. So after the Hold Me, Love Me, back to D, E7, G, D. Now, as we've gotten past, like, say, the first half of the song, it'll go to a bridge point where it goes to A. Now you could do your A this way, or if you like it this way. I'll do it this way. A lot of times it's not the easiest way for people who haven't tried it before. So you got the A, B minor, then you go to E, G, A. I tend to go to this form of the A, so it's G to A, then we're going back to the main riff. Now, the only other thing to think about with this song is at the end, they do this repeat of the 8 days a week part. So, days a week, back to G. 8 days a week, back to G again. Now they return to that there, but when I teach my students, most of them being beginners do not know how to do this. So I usually would tell them to do a and that works. That works for the ending. So if you were playing this song solo and you didn't want to try putting this in there, either in the intro or the outro, then you could just do a and that'll work just fine too. It carries all the same weight. The song is very melodic and it'll work either way. So, hope that helped you out, and I'll see you in the next video.